Welcome to the world's fastest drum lesson. Today it's about the biggest mistake in practicing timing. The biggest mistake in practicing timing, in my opinion, is to say, if I practice with a metronome for some years, I will improve my timing automatically. Unfortunately, this is not gonna happen. If you try to hit every beat of the metronome tensely without paying attention to the right starting point, the right course of motion and the right technique, and if you are not aware of the pulse, you will not improve your timing but waste your rehearsal time. So as I said, it's very important for practicing timing to have the full control over your motion. That means you have to start your motion right before the one, depending on the tempo. Practice that, break down the tempo to a very slow tempo so that you could be aware of the whole movement. In general, play with a loose grip and the right technique to use the full rebound of the drum head. Be sure to provide an equal movement of your right and your left hand when you stay in one dynamic level. If you play 16th notes in one dynamic range, for example, and you don't provide an equal movement of the right and the left hand, your timing and your sound won't be stable. When it comes to switching dynamics, be sure to use level technique. If you want to play loud notes, you play full strokes. If you want to play low notes, you play taps. And if you want to switch from the low to the loud level, you use upstrokes, and vice versa, switching from the loud to the low level, you use downstrokes. If you want to learn more about level technique, have a look at my book Groove Workout or check out the videos on my YouTube channel. The second thing that is important for practicing timing is the full awareness of the pulse. To practice the awareness of the pulse, you can take, for example, only the bass drum pattern of a drum groove and try to clap the bass drum pattern with your hands while counting quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Afterwards, play the whole drum groove 4 while counting quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice to count the fastest note value that we play first, and the 1 and the 2 and the 3, and then step by step go down and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 until you only count the pulse. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. If you are able to count the pulse over everything that you play, that means you are aware of the pulse every time, and your timing will become very stable. If all that works, if you have the full control over your motion and if you are fully aware of the pulse, then you can turn on your metronome as a control instance and a reference for the right absolute tempo. In the following I will show you some examples with different variants of clicks. Another very useful tool is to do recordings of your playing every time it's possible. Record yourself with metronome, record yourself without metronome, and listen to your recordings to check out if you are changing the tempo or if you have a stable tempo and timing. Also do recordings on rehearsals or on shows that you play, so you can analyze what happens to your tempo in different situations. When it comes to micro timing, also have in mind that the position of your microphone influences your timing on a recording. If you have a bass drum microphone positioned 30 centimeters away from your drum head, for example, that means you will get a delay of 1 millisecond. A human being is able to recognize a difference of two acoustic signals from 10 to 15 milliseconds on. If the bass player is standing 3 meters away from the drum set, for example, in your rehearsal room or on stage, that means you will have a delay of 10 milliseconds between the one you are playing as a drummer and the one the bass player is playing. What I want to say is it's not necessary that you control your micro timing in the range of some milliseconds, but try to control it in the range of some 10 milliseconds. For more, check out my book Groove Workout. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to not miss the next lesson of this kind. Thanks a lot for listening and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.